Your dad and I had you when we were pretty young. I was only 17. You and I kind of actually grew up together. We had a pretty good relationship, I thought. And I thought that we were pretty open with each other about things that happened and felt comfortable enough to talk about stuff that I probably wouldn't share with most people. Gosh, what didn't you do? Wrestling and football and 4-H and showing sheep and working with your dad out on the ranch and stuff. You knew a little bit about everything and did everything, and you could have done anything with your life. I remember a time when we were playing a video game and it had zombies. I don't even know what it was, but it was a first-person shooter game, and we were playing it, and I was so bad, like I kept dying, but you would cover me so that I could run, and you would kill the zombies and stuff so that I could keep living and keep going. So, God, this sucks so much. When you came to me and said that you had something to talk about, and then told me that you wanted to join the Marine Corps, I was pretty shocked. I was very shocked, and I told you no, adamantly, and I told you all of the reasons why for hours on the phone. I think I made up every single possible terrible scenario I could come up with to try to get you to change your mind, but you were sure that that's what you wanted. But it seemed like when you came back, you just really struggled with, I mean, you turned 21 and you were going out with friends a lot, and it seemed like you were having a hard time getting back into things, getting back into school. I think there were some different signs and some different things that you tried to show me and tell me about that I just didn't really see, that I thought were just normal things that you would go through. I know when I was a kid, I floundered a lot too, and so I thought that's what you were doing. I wish that you would have just told me point blank. Like, I wish you would have said exactly what you were feeling. I don't know what I would have done differently, or if I would have done anything differently. I know I wasn't very helpful. The last time I saw you, things were okay, but that was quite a while ago because I had moved. And the last time I talked to you, you said that you were having some girl problems, and you sounded kind of down about it. And I think my advice to you wasn't very good, and it wasn't very helpful. I tried to just kind of make you laugh and make you feel better that way. And I think that was an opportunity that I had to make a difference in the outcome. I think that if I had really listened to what you were saying and not saying, maybe I could have done something differently. I guess I have some comfort in that the last thing that I told you on the phone was that I loved you. I said not to worry about what this girl thought, because I loved you. And I think I knew when I got off the phone with you then that there was more that I wanted to say, but I didn't know what, and I just thought that I would have the chance to talk to you again. I had 21 years with you and 21 years to make a difference, and I didn't. So it's hard to live with that. Like getting good grades and stuff. I wish I would have just taken the time and had the patience to discuss how to help you instead of just putting the pressure on you to do what you needed to change. I guess I took for granted the fact that I thought you would always be here and we would always have more time. I found a support group online. Actually, I looked for things immediately. I knew that I wasn't gonna make it through things without a lot of help. I started going, and the very first day I remember walking in there, and I still was in shock. I was still trying to work, and I thought that grief was something that I was going to make it through and be okay. And so I still had makeup on and stuff then, unlike the months that came after that. But I showed up and I felt like I didn't need to be there. I went and sat down at this table with other moms who had lost their kids, and I looked around, and all I could think was that I wanted to run out of there. I was like physically sweating and shaking and ready to cry and just wanted to get out of there because I still didn't want to accept that you were gone and to say it out loud. So, so I sat there and we did the went around the table and stuff, and I fell apart, but it felt good to be in a room with other people, the only other people in the world that I think really understood. Since you left, I think I feel every emotion all the time, or I feel no emotion at all. It's never, there's no in between anymore about anything. When I think about you leaving, I am angry. I get really mad at you and at the world. I get mad at people who are happy and people who still have their kids. I get mad at myself for not saving you or doing anything different. I feel sad, of course. All the time, like there's a level of sadness that stays with me all the time now. And it only comes out sometimes, but it's just always there. So things make me sad. It's funny because the things that make me happy can also make me sad. If I see something that you used to like or hear a song on the radio that sounds like you or that you liked, especially if we talked about it or we both liked it. And so I'll hear that and I'll be like, oh, that's Chris. And then I remember, not that I ever forget, but then I think, oh, Chris is not here. After your service, there's so many people. The church was like over flooded with people. They're standing room only. And a lot of people said that you had been a big help to them throughout your life in different moments. There was a girl who rode the bus with you when you were a kid, and people from school and different things that knew you that said that you were the one who they talked to when they were having problems, when they were feeling down and sad, that you were the one to make them feel comfortable and okay and to be there for them.